Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have got 30, yes I did say 30 ways that you can save money. So before I even start, if you can hear seagulls squawking away, that's because I live near the coast, so they're going crazy for some reason at the moment, so I don't know why. But anyway, I'll just crack on and we'll try to ignore them. So the first way that you can save yourself money is by budgeting, and I love that one. Have a budget for everything. I say it quite a lot. Just budget. Budget for your shopping, budget for your birthdays each year, budget for Christmas, budget for your holiday, budget for your day trip, budget for anything that you're going to do, your clothes budget, everything. And if you know what your budget is, then you can work to that amount and then you won't go above it. Okay, so my second one is my other favourite thing, and that is to have a plan. I always say have a plan for everything. So if you have a car, always have a plan in case something goes wrong with your car or you break down. So maybe have AA or some breakdown recovery, or have funds put away for it. So that's where you need a budget to make sure that you're getting put in the right amount put away for that eventuality or that plan. A plan if you're going out with your family and then it should rain. I keep saying this one, but then you could have a plan. Plan B would be to stay inside with your children, and so you don't go off wandering and doing some other indoor activity, say like bowling or cinema or going to the town, just spending money. Because if you're going to the town, it's an unplanned trip, you're going to be spending money just to keep the children happy, and you will quite easily rack up a lot of purchases and spend a lot of money that you hadn't intended to. So if you have a plan so that you can stay indoors and play tent, baking, whatever, according to your child's age, games, whatever it is, as long as you've got a plan, then you know you're on to a winner there. So number 3 is to give every penny that you earn a purpose. So make sure that every penny that you earn has somewhere to go. It's got a home, whether it's going against your mortgage or your rent with it, excuse me, or whether it's going against your food bill, clothing, car maintenance, whatever it is. And then if you have any money left over at the end of the week, the month, whatever it is, then you can set it aside in a savings account. So that's got a purpose. And then the other thing is, what I like to do is any change that I've got in my purse at the end of the week, I like to empty my purse out and then I put it into individual little jars. So for the moment I'm saving £2 coins for Gabriel's homeschooling. So we're also saving at Gabriel's request the 20p pieces. So we have recently just come back from a road trip, which a homeschooling road trip, myself and Gabriel, which I am pretty much just on about to share the videos with you from that, but he has decided that he wants to save, or we should be saving our 20p's for another road trip. It's probably not going to be very soon because it's going to take a little while to save up those 20p's, but with the 20p's he wants to do a little road trip, whether it be a day trip or a few days away. So that's what the 20p's are for, and the £2, like I said, was for the homeschooling and any things that crop up, like maybe for the exams in the future and things like that. So number 4 is to purchase everything with cash and not with credit where possible. I know sometimes that if there's an emergency and you may not have enough money to purchase something or enough savings, and you may need to have credit. I understand that, you know, it's not the best way to do things, but because it's going to cost you money with interest rates and everything else. But it's always say the best way to go is to buy your purchases with cash, not credit. Number 5 is to get things free. Brilliant. Free. I love free. Free is my favourite word, apart from frugal. Free, frugal, and fun. My 3 favourite words. So, yeah, free. Get everything you can for free. So, food, if you get food free, however you want to do it, you know. Free, if anyone wants to give you free baby clothes or children's clothes or even adult clothes. Free, maybe appliances someone's given away, maybe, if you're lucky. A food mixer, which I've got pretty recently, a couple of months ago, for my mum gave me my food mixer, which you might see me whizzing things up in currently in my videos. She decided she didn't like it, didn't suit her. It was too big for her and my dad, so she decided, instead of taking it back, because she tried it out, they weren't going to take it back, she didn't think, so she decided if I wanted it, I wanted to offer her, give her some money for it or something, but she wouldn't accept it, so I got that for free, so that's brilliant. So anything that you can get for free is fantastic. Number 6 is to quit those subscriptions. We don't have Sky. We used to have Sky many years ago, sorry. Gave up Sky a long time ago. Costs an absolute fortune. Is it necessary? I don't know, there's pretty much a lot of stuff that you will see on Sky. You could probably get in box sets and things like that. You could get it on YouTube, on the internet. Lots of legal sites, I'm saying here. So there's lots of ways that you can entertain yourself without having Sky. Yeah, not a good plan, that. Definitely saved us a lot of money getting rid of Sky, for sure. Every month. Yeah, and because we didn't always watch it, that's the thing. We had all these channels and you can't always watch them all. You can't watch every single channel all at once. So there was a lot of things that we were not watching, and it was wasting us a lot of money. Now we're saving a lot of money. Number 7 is buy second hand. So where possible, buy second hand. You know, if you can get an item second hand and it's pretty, you know, next to new, why not get it? Much cheaper. Maybe you can get a new phone, well, not a new phone, but a new phone to you. So one of the newer models, maybe a games machine if that's what you're after, maybe clothes, children's things. I mean, baby clothes. Do we really need to buy lots of baby clothes? Because they grow out of them. Babies grow out of their clothes so quickly. So buying second hand, good condition second hand clothes and pushchairs and things like that, and children's toys, bicycles, scooters, whatnot, skates, anything like that, fantastic. The children grow out of them so quickly, and sometimes we don't need to spend all that money, and you save yourself a lot of money by buying second hand. Number 8 on my list is meal planning. I absolutely love meal planning. Don't always stick to it. This month we've been a bit naughty, haven't stuck to it on the exact dates, but we've been swapping and changing around the days we want it, because the kids see that maybe spaghetti bolognese is in a week and they're going, I want spaghetti bolognese today. But whatever, meal planning is a fantastic way to save you money. Number 9, because you're doing meal planning, you're going to need to make that shopping list to make sure you save every penny that you can with that meal planning. So when you make your shopping list, you're going to make it according to all your meals that you worked out. So maybe you want to do your meal plan and your shopping list every month, or you're going to do your shopping a fortnight, or you're going to do it every week. It's up to you how you want to do it. So I always say going every month is, for me, I'm less likely to go to the shops and buy more impulse buys, because I do get sidetracked quite quickly. That's my nature. I'm tempted too quickly. I have to really pull myself away if I see something shiny. But yeah, no, I'm getting very restrained at them. Very good at not picking things up. But there's just something that does. Some things do sneak in that trolley, don't they? Especially when you take your husbands and kids. But anyway, yeah, shopping list. To the shopping list. Shopping list is an excellent way to help you save money. Okay, number 10. Number 10 is fantastic. Brilliant. Number 10. Number 10 is wash your own car. Brilliant. Wash your car, clean it, do all the buffing and the waxing and everything else. It's fantastic. You can get the kids involved. It's a good activity to keep the kids occupied, especially in the summer or in the holidays. It's a brilliant way to get a little bit of exercise, you know, a bit of fresh air, whatever. Yeah, and it's going to save you a lot of money, because those car valets, I've seen the price of them, because some of them could be quite expensive depending on the size of your car and where you go. So number 11 is don't get a car loan. Buy your car with cash. If that means getting second hand, I've always had second hand cars. Nothing wrong with a second hand car. I love my cars. Yeah, and I pay for them outright with cash, and that's helped me save money, because I haven't had to pay for the interest on any loans that I've had to pay for. Whichever one it is. There's too many numbers here, too many things I'm mentioning in one video. Okay, I think you get the gist. Hey, number 12, I love this one. This one is brilliant. Cashback apps, websites, whatever you want to call them. So like Quidco and Top Cashback. Now my favourite one is Top Cashback. Every time, or nearly every time I make a purchase, or I get my car insurance and my house insurance, whatever it is, I always go through one of these sites. Now I always go through Top Cashback, because I just like to keep it to one site, and then I'm not all over the place. But you pick whichever one's best for you. So recently I did my house insurance and I got £60 back, and back in the summer I did my car insurance and I got £70 back. And there's other little purchases that I've done on eBay, for books for Gabriel, for homeschooling, and lots of other things, clothes we might have purchased, and some other little odds and ends and things that we've got, and I've got cash back on them, sorry. And recently a trip to Torquay, to Devon, we also got cash back on our trip to the Eden Project and to Cheddar Gorge. So even air trips there, we save some money as well. But I actually will mention a bit more about how I saved up in a budget video on our road trip, so I'll save that for a bit later on. But yeah, Cashback apps are fantastic to make you a little bit of money and save you money. Okay, number 13. No video would be complete without number 13, and that is couponing. Couponing is a fantastic way to save you money. However, it can be your downfall. So you need to look at the coupons and to make sure you're getting the best deal. So you could be buying a brand washing powder with £1 off or £1.50 off, but is it saving you money if you look at the next best price down, if you get what I'm saying? So the shop version of a washing powder, which is probably equally as good and it's going to do just as good a job, but and it's still cheaper than the brand one with £1.50 off. I think you get what I'm getting at, yeah? So you've got to be wise with the coupons. Yes, they can save you money, sometimes, not always. So number 14 is that fantastic one, make, do and mend. So do you need to get a new dress? Is it because there's a little hole in the dress? Could you not sew it up? Yeah, maybe you could, you know, but you can't sew. Get someone to teach you. Fantastic. Learn to sew. Learn to sew them socks up. I think I showed a picture recently on social media a few weeks ago of Gabriel learning to darn some socks. He can actually sew, but I was teaching him to darn socks. So yeah, teach people to sew. If you know somebody that would like to sew and you are brilliant at sewing or knitting or crocheting or whatever, teach them. Be fantastic. Yeah, so make, do and mend. Maybe the chair's fallen off a leg or a toy or something like that. Can you glue it? Can you mend it? Whatever. Make, do and mend. Number 15. Sell the old things you don't want. Sell them in the local newspaper. Sell them in the shop window. Sell things on Facebook pages. Obviously on Facebook. There's lots of apps that you can get on your phone and sites on the on the internet. There's lots of places that you can sell your old things that you don't want, and you can make a little bit of money. Oh, boot sales as well, isn't there? Jumble sales, table sales, lots of things. Lots of places you can sell the things you don't need. Where else could you sell things? You could have a garage sale, yard sale, whatever you want to call it. Be fantastic, wouldn't it? Make yourself a little bit of money, especially at this time of year as Christmas is coming up, and we all need a little bit of extra cash, don't we? Okay, number 16, false economy. Yeah, we're all into buying the cheap stuff, aren't we? We think it's best to save. We are saving money by buying the cheapest things that we can get, but sometimes cheapest isn't always best. Sometimes we do need to spend a little bit more money to get get better quality to make things last. So, for example, you buy a little table that costs £10 from a cheap shop or something. It's probably not going to last as long as paying a little bit more somewhere else, because you are going to pay for quality. The table's going to be a little bit stronger. So hopefully, as long as no one's jumping on it and crashing and bashing about with it, because no table is going to withstand somebody being abusive to it, yeah, it's probably going to last a little bit longer, isn't it? I think I kind of just mentioned this one with number 14, was it? Yeah. How about but anyway, so sewing. Learn to sew, learn to crochet, knit, become creative. Let's just say what number are we on? I'm looking at my bit of paper. Number 17 is creative. Let's get creative. Make your own Christmas cards, make Christmas decorations. Do you remember the Christmas decorations? The little, what they call it, the hanging, I can't think what they're called now. We used to make them when we were kids. Little bits of paper, they stick and glue them together, and you put links together like that. Paper chains, that's it. Oh my gosh, how can I forget that? We used to do them when we were kids. They used to have them with the pieces of paper already had the gum on them. We used to lick them, stick them together. Me and my sister, we used to make those. Now I don't even buy them for my kids. I cut them out, strips of old paper, newspaper, card, whatever, and I get the kids to glue them. I'm even more frugal than my mum. So yeah. That's what we do. Make paper chains. What else? You can make your own Christmas decorations. Did I say that? Christmas decorations. You could even make your own clothes just for every day if you want to make your own clothes. I knitted my husband a scarf for Christmas. Just 1 minute. I'll show you. Sorry. Here's my husband's scarf. I knitted him for Christmas. There you are. There's my husband's scarf. I knitted him that for Christmas. He has a hobby that he does that's outside, so he gets a bit quite cold sometimes, so he keeps that because to keep his chest warm. Put that there. What else? Yeah, there's so much you can do. Be creative. You know, fantastic. Lots of things. There's so much on the internet you can find. Make your own rugs. I've made my own rugs here before. Do your own pictures, artwork. I've got a piece of artwork here on the wall. Where is it? I can't do it properly there. It's an artwork. That was I purchased that. But to be honest, you could probably do that yourself if you're quite arty. So there's so much you can do to save yourself money when it comes to being creative. So number 18. Oh, I love this one. Number 18 is I don't have a mobile phone contract. I have a mobile phone because I'm talking to you, because I use my mobile phone to video all my videos because I don't have a camera. But I don't have a mobile phone contract because, well, I used to years ago, but I got rid of it because I wasn't using up all the texting on it, and I wasn't using all my data, and I wasn't using all my talk time, and so really I was wasting my money. So now all I do is put on £10 a month on my phone, pay as you go, and if I've used it all up, then it's gone when that comes to talk time. But because I'm on a with a company that will give me 400 texts as well, and I get 1 gigabyte of, what is that, 1 gigabyte? I'm not technically minded, of data for the internet. Yeah, I get that as well. But the thing is, my internet when I'm indoors in home is attached to the house internet, so I'm not actually using up my allowance anyway for the £10. So I only occasionally use it when I go out. So I'm still not using all my internet data anyway, and I generally probably haven't used up all my texting. So the only thing the £10 is for my phone calls, and then I probably don't even use that either. So I'm not really a telephone person. I like to talk, as you can tell, but probably not on the phone. So what I'm trying to get at in a long-fashioned way is if you don't use your phone and you've got a phone contract, maybe you could save yourself money by going pay as you go. Just need to check to see what you're using, you know. So you see if you can save yourself some money there. Okay, number 19 is probably not for everyone, but we use our grey water. If you're not aware what grey water is the leftover water that you have that comes from your home. So for example, the water that runs off your roof, and we have that channel into water butts for the gardens to water our plants and fruits and vegetables and whatever in the back garden through the summer and the spring and whatever. Got a bucket in the shower which we use to clean our back garden out with, to clean the patio out with, and sometimes we use it to I clean the bath out with it sometimes, and I've even been known to use it to flush my toilet with. Chuck the water down the toilet and it flushes anything away that's in the toilet to save us some money, because we're on a water meter and it's a lot more expensive for us now. We're on a water meter instead of a yearly rated bill. I think we're on number 20. Just check number 20. I've just done grey water. Okay, number 20. We put the heating on only when we need it on. Got a jumper on at the moment and a scarf. I don't put the heating on unless it's absolutely necessary, and I don't light the fire unless it's absolutely necessary and it's really cold. Okay, number 21 is free fun activities for the children. Free fun activities. 2 of my favourite words, free and fun. We just need frugal. And of course they will be frugal if they're free and fun, won't they? So, free fun activities for the kids. Brilliant. There's so many things you can do with the children. You can go to the park, woods, go to the beach if you're lucky enough to live near the beach like we are. You can go to museums. There's lots of places you can go to. Even your local community might be holding, especially in the holidays, some fun activities for kids to meet up and have some fun and play together and do some painting and drawings and whatever they do, you know, some fun activities. Number 22 is to grow your own. Yes, grow your own food. Okay, so some of you may know I used to have an allotment. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. One day maybe again I'll be able to have an allotment, but at the moment I don't have an allotment, but I'm still able to grow some of my own things that we eat in our back garden. So definitely herbs. We grow our own herbs, and I've got fig tree. I've got, what else have I got in the back garden? I've got rhubarb that's just started this year, and I grow my own beans, and sometimes some seasons I've done peas. I didn't do peas this year. I did broad beans last year, but we've done cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuces, pak choys, all sorts of lettuce greens, all sorts of things that you can grow in your back garden depending on what the size your garden is. You can even do container gardening, because my back garden's not very big, it's just a courtyard garden, but we've still done cucumbers in pots, tomatoes in pots. You could do peppers in pots if you've got like a little greenhouse or something somewhere warm for those. There's so much you can do. There's so much information on the internet to find out what you can do. Talking of food, number 23 is one of my favourite things, foraging for food. So the most famous thing that you can forage in Britain is blackberries, blackberry season. August, September and then early October, the last of the blackberries. And as my mum says, don't ever pick blackberries after the 13th of October because the witches will wee on them. I don't know where she gets that from, but you know, my mum says don't ever pick blackberries after the 13th of October because the witches will have weed on them. Has anyone else ever heard of that? Don't ever pick them after that date. Okay, that's a strange one, but she sticks by it. Okay, but anyway, blackberries is one of the best ways you can forage for food, but there's so many different things that you can forage for in the British hedgerows. And so I did a little article on my website and a podcast for it, so I'll link those both below down below in the comments section so that you can go and see them if you like. And yeah, there is so much that you can forage in the British hedgerows, and if you know what you're doing, you can do mushrooms. So number 24 is a brilliant way to save money, and that is to take a picnic with you wherever you go. So taking a picnic with you will save you a lot of money, because we all know that popping into the cafe or to the baker's or the supermarket, or even little fast food shops, they will cost you an absolute fortune to feed your children. Okay, number 25. 25, I like this one. I recently did a video on number 25, and that is to buy in bulk. I think some things it's worth buying in bulk. I recently did a video on the 3 things that I always buy in bulk, which are rice, pasta and potatoes. Buying in bulk, buying these items in bulk is definitely saving us money, and I can't see why it wouldn't save you money either. Okay, number 26 is use your library. Use your library. Going to the library will save you an absolute fortune. So making the library your first port of call for that book that you want to read is free. Borrowing a book is free. If you can't get the book at the library, then consider getting it somewhere else. But did you know that the library doesn't just lend books? The library does so much. The library will lend you CDs, DVDs, it'll lend you sheet music, games for children. There's so much. There's so many other things. I'm trying to think what else the library does. What else is there? Oh, there's a massive place where you could look at local records. You can access, they've got computers there, so you can access the internet as well. I mean, some of these services they do have a small charge for, but it's still cheaper that way than buying whatever it is you're after. Number 27, I like number 27, which is recycle your old fabric. Now, I'm a little bit of a hoarder if I'm left to my own devices. I have to be kept in check with my family, by my family and friends, especially my husband, because I will hoard fabric. I will hoard old clothes, even if they really are rags, they've got holes in them, they really can't mend them, do anything with them, they are only fit for the bin. And I will hoard them, but I'm hoarding them for a reason, because I know that I can recycle them to either make rugs, use them in projects. I can make patchwork quilts out of them, patchwork cushions. I can make maybe even patch them together and make other clothes if some of the bits are not too bad. And I even, if they really are that bad, I will cut them up and turn them into rags for cleaning around the house. So number 28 is to make your own laundry detergent, and I can promise you it absolutely works. I've used it many times, made up lots of batches of it, and it works. And I find you don't need to use as much as you think you need to use, and you don't need to use as much laundry powder even from the shop ones as you think you do, but that's beside the point. This laundry powder, my recipe, I will link down below in a video that I've got here on YouTube, and you can check it out. And yeah, using that laundry powder will definitely save you money because it lasts a long time. Okay, number 29 is do basic car maintenance. Now, I mentioned about washing your own car, but do you do your own car maintenance? So there's lots of things you can do on your car that will save you money. So making sure your tyres are inflated at the right pressure. Also checking your oil, checking your water, checking the levels of fluid levels where possible. There's so much you can do. Make sure your spark plugs are clear. There's so many ways that you can save money with basic car maintenance. So if you go over onto the internet, there'll be lots of hints and tips, especially on YouTube and other people's blogs, on how you can do basic car maintenance for free, and it's going to save you a lot of money. So number 30, the final one, how you can save yourself money, is to shop around when you're buying something. Don't just go straight out and buy it at something at the first shop. So maybe you're looking for a new duvet for your bed or something, or new curtains or something, and don't go to the first shop that you see them in. Look around all the different shops, not just on the high street, but on the internet. See if you can get cashback at the cashback apps. All sorts of things. See if there's any deals, discounts with coupons, anything, whatever it is you're buying. Shop around to see if you can get what you're looking for at a cheaper price. So that's my video today, 30 ways you can save yourself money. I hope it's been some use to you. If it has, give it a thumbs up and a like. And can I just say, if you haven't already and are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, because there's so much content coming up soon. And don't forget to click that bell button, because I know a lot of you aren't getting my content. But anyway, until next time, you take care, and I will see you again soon.